Metro police are investigating after two people were found in a home. Police say it happened near Durango and Mountain Edge Parkway this morning. That's where we go to 8 News Now reporter Jessamine Woke, who has more in the 911 call.
This happened around 7:20 this morning. Police say they received a call from a young boy under the age of 10 saying that his mother had been hurt.
They entered the house and located one female and one male suffering from life-threatening injuries.
Lieutenant Robert Price describing the heartbreaking scene. Investigators say this could possibly be linked to domestic violence.
Metro Police are continuing their investigation after two people were found dead in a home in Mountain's Edge.
Police say that a young child called 911 saying that his mother was hurt. Fox 5's Talia Kirkland is live in that neighborhood, learning more from neighbors about the victims.
This morning, police say a young child made a frantic call to 911, telling operators that his mother needed help. Now, unfortunately, this was not the first time police had been called to this home.
So we have a woman that was found in Las Vegas with another male unalived inside the house. And you know who made the phone call to 911? It was her son. Her son that was under the age of 10 made the phone call to 911. Right now, the person who did it is still on the loose. And I did some digging and some research, and I think I found out who could be responsible for this. Stay tuned. Welcome to Fugitive TV. I am your host, Ray Marcel. I take a look at cases of missing people, unsolved mysteries, maybe even look at cases and look at them from a different perspective that other people might not see, because I was once a fugitive on the run from the law myself, so I know the ins and the outs. I did it successively for 15 years before I turned myself in. So I know how to do certain things and maneuver certain ways that maybe other people might not see or don't know how to do. But right now, what we're going to do is take a look at the case of Briana Flowers. She is a young lady out of Las Vegas, Nevada, which I actually used to live in Las Vegas, Nevada. But she's from Las Vegas, Nevada. She was found unalived, or at the time, she was not responsive, and she was found by her son. Her son found her, and her son's under the age of 10. He called 911. And it wasn't just her. It was also a male individual in the house as well. I tried to get the name of him, but I can't find anywhere that's saying who he is, what the name is. But online, they're saying that he could have been her boyfriend or new boyfriend, or at least new love interest. I'm not sure about that, but that's some of the things that I'm reading. But both of them were found in the house, irresponsive, or I should say not responsive. And the son, the poor kid, he's the one that had to call 911. When authorities arrived, it was too late and both of them passed away. Now, they are saying there was no weapon on scene, nothing. So you can rule out that somebody that, one of them did it to each other and then turn around and did it to themselves, double YouTube doesn't like the N word, so you have to use unaliving. In this case, if you guys don't know, you got to use unaliving, especially for smaller channels like mine. But so you can rule out that somebody, did it and then unalive themselves. So what they're saying is that there's another person who's involved in this, that who possibly could have done it. Now, I don't know if they did do it. The news media is not saying who this other person is, but they are saying that there's an ex involved, okay? They are giving us that much.
According to police, a young child called 911 just after 7 this morning, explaining to operators that his mother was hurt and needed help quickly. When officers arrived at the Southwest Valley home, they found two people, a man and a woman, possibly in their late 20s to early 30s, with life-threatening injuries. Unfortunately, neither survived. Neighbors this morning told Fox 5 they didn't know the family well, but recognized the young child and were shocked to learn that's who made the 911 call. At this time, police have not confirmed if this incident was a result of domestic violence, but officials and neighbors confirmed that police had been called to the home just days before.
Well, for you people that have been, watching my channel for a while now, you know me. I like to figure out who, what, when, and where. All right. So, which I did. All right. So we're going to get into that. But first, let's read this article so you guys can, get a grasp of what happened. All right, so let's take a look at this article from Fox 5 KVVU TV. It says Las Vegas mother identified in a double homicide after her son calls 911. It goes on to say a 31-year-old mother was found unalive Wednesday morning inside of her southwest Las Vegas home after her 7-year-old son called 911. Friends and family identified the woman as Briana Flowers. Police said she was found unalive along with another man in what they are investigating as a double homicide. Now, like I said, they have not released the person's name, now who she was with. I tried looking everywhere for it. I can't find that individual's name, so I don't know what his name was, who he was to her. There is rumors or speculation online that the guy that was with her might have been a new love interest or a boyfriend in her life at the moment, but there is no verification on that. Loved ones said Emil Cillian, I think I'm saying her name right. Emil McCillian Flowers' son woke up to find his mother in life-threatening conditioning and then called 911. By the time officers arrived, they have died. So supposedly they were still alive when when Emil called 911. But unfortunately, they ended up passing away by the time the officers got there. I just want Briana to know that her family loves her, said Shatira Davis, Emil's godmother. We're going to step up and make sure Emil has the foundation that he needs in this time. We're going to make sure he's okay. I did realize that they spelled Emil two different ways in the same look. They spell it with the AMIL and then they spell it EMIL. Okay. Briana Flowers was found, and this is a picture of her right here. Very pretty lady, very pretty lady. Now, it does tell you what has happened with her in the past right here. It says recent domestic violence incident. Family members and friends said Flowers reached out on January 21st about a domestic violence incident involving her boyfriend, saying police were called and that she had bruises and injuries requiring medical care. She basically told her ex-boyfriend that she said her ex-boyfriend tried to unalive her. Now, this is what Davis is saying. Okay, so she had issues with her ex-boyfriend in the past. I have been seeing this online about her having issues with her ex-boyfriend in the past, and we're going to get into who the ex-boyfriend is. Loved ones said Flowers had been ignoring calls from unknown numbers and noticed suspicious activity around her home. She saw someone looking at her blinds in her house while she was asleep, Davis said. She told me, she said, I just had a feeling to wake up and I looked out my window and someone was staring at me. The friend said Flowers went outside and saw someone get into an Uber and she believed it was her ex-boyfriend. Metro has not confirmed whether or not these two are related. I mean, what do you think? You think it's the same person? Or no? Well, I just want to give you guys the details on what this article said.
Friends and family have identified her as Briana Denise Flowers. She was just 31 years old. Her son Emil is just 7 years old, and family says he woke up to find his mother in life-threatening condition. He's actually the one who called police.
Her family loves her. We're going to step up and make sure Emil has that foundation that he needs in this time. We're going to make sure he's okay. We're going to take the best care that we can.
Davis says Flowers reached out to her on January 21st about an incident involving her then boyfriend. Davis says police were called and that Flowers had bruises and other injuries and needed emergency care. Davis says by the time that officers arrived, the ex had left and was not arrested. Police have not confirmed with us whether this incident was connected to the case, but family says the ex had threatened to kill Flowers just days before she was found.
So even in the article, they talk about this ex. The ex, she was having issues with domestic violence, things like that. There was a time where police showed up to the house, and I guess he already left. He was not there at the time because they even talk about it in the news. Well, even when you go online, and I've been searching online, Instagram, social media, anything I can find, all her family members are saying that this ex could be the one who is responsible because she's always had issues with him. This is what I found online. Now, for you guys that want to know who the ex-boyfriend is, here we go, right here. This morning, an abusive man who recently choked and beat up my niece unalived her and her friend in her home. She recently took custody of her siblings as well as being a mother herself after her mother passed away from cancer last year. This is so sad. So her mother passed away from cancer last year, and because of that, she had to take custody of her siblings, okay? And says this man is currently on the run and has to be found. This occurred in Las Vegas, Nevada. His name is Jacob Charles from LA. If you see him, know him, please contact Las Vegas police. Now, here's some posts from one of his social media accounts, okay? Who's going C3 underscore the Don. It's either private or taken down now because I can't find it. But these are some posts that, if you see 12/29/25, so right before New Year's, he goes, I don't let slide. I just ain't got to you yet. Hold tight. I am coming. And then with a laughy emoji. So I don't know what that's supposed to mean. I mean, you guys can go ahead and type below. What do you think he meant by that? Was he talking to her? Was he talking to somebody else? What is he not letting slide? And why? It almost looks like a threat. So who's he coming for? All right. And then you have the post the day before that on the 28th. We grown and speak up instead of acting weird. So once again, who is he talking to? Okay. And then the day before that, my intuition, I'll be tripping. So he had 3 posts in a row, the 27th, the 28th, and the 29th, where he is actually speaking about somebody else. He's upset. He's in his feelings. He's saying he's not tripping. That's what he's saying. He's not tripping, but it's a front. He's putting it on. He really is tripping. We grown instead of acting weird. So basically, saying we should speak up. And now he's saying he ain't letting nothing slide. I just ain't got you yet. So who is he talking to? Is he talking to the new man who she was found with? Or is he talking to her? Who is he talking to? Now, I did see this post not long ago on his social media account, okay? This right here is a picture of a G-Wagon, which is a Mercedes, and they're in front of, a building. And I believe this is New York. Now, I don't know if he's posting his picture just to post it. That part I don't know. I don't know if he's really in New York. Now, I did look at a background on him. I didn't see any New York addresses. I saw none. Now, I did see Massachusetts addresses that popped up with him. And that doesn't mean he lived there. Just he could have been using the address. But I didn't see anything. Now, could he be driving a G-Wagon? I don't know. But they did say in that article that I read earlier, she said she got up. Remember, Briana said when somebody was looking through her window, she got up and the person jumped in a Uber. So was this man driving a G-Wagon? Did he even have a car at all? It's hard to go from not having a car straight to a G-Wagon. So that's very hard to do. Now, that picture that he posted with the G-Wagon, you see to the side here, see that? And it's in New York. And I'm going to show you it's in New York. I lived in New York too, because I was there when I was on the run. So I know New York very well when it comes to certain parts of the city. This right here is off Christie Street. And this is where this picture is taken. And this is why I don't know if he just posted it just to throw somebody off guard. Only difference is the they're doing construction in this picture right here. This is from 2024 though. And as you see right here, there's no construction, right? So I don't know if this construction is still going on. I don't know. This is from September 2024. For you guys in New York, you're familiar with this area, and you can see, look, the same street sign, one way right there. See, even the red hands up. Look at a tree. See the tree? See the tree behind the scaffold and everything? All right. So like I said, this is the same area, same exact location. Okay. If I can find you when you posting pictures, that means everybody else should be able to find you. All right. Not that hard. Now, this is the neighborhood it happened in. Okay. Mountains Edge, Blue Parkway, off of Durango. And I know this area very well. I actually lived in Vegas for a little bit. I just got back from Vegas. I was just in Vegas helping some family members actually try and locate a person who did something to their loved one. Because police weren't really involved with it. Well, they were, but they weren't really doing anything. So I was out there trying to help family members. So this is the location. And I used to live actually not far from here too. I think I was off Durango and Twain or something like that. But Durango and Rolling Bluff Avenue. Here, let's take a look at the street view. So there's Durango, and there's the houses like you see that's on the news. Okay? So this is the neighborhood right here this happened in. I mean, nice neighborhood. It's not like it's run down or nothing like that. This area of Vegas is nice. But as you see, this is the neighborhood this happened in. And she says that the people were, peeking through her blinds or someone was, and they were calling her from unknown numbers. So as you see, they're coming up with the name Jacob Charles, okay? That this individual could be the one that's responsible for what happened because right now he's on the run and you cannot find him. Social media has been vanished or blocked, whatever it is. I can't find it from any accounts I'm looking for. It was there, but it's not there anymore. Posting pictures and things like that of other cities, maybe trying to throw things off to, oh, we think he's here because of what he posted, but really he's not. I don't know. But what I do know is if this is the case, and let's say he is the one that did it, young men, I'm reading too many stories right now of situations like this. Why are you letting your feelings and your emotions cloud your judgment? I know it hurts. I know it hurts when somebody doesn't want to be with you. I had my heart broken before. I know it hurts, okay? But you know what? You can heal from a broken heart because a woman or a man left you. You can heal from it. It just takes time. Some people will tell you it just takes another person. Go get with another person. That's what some people will say. But when you let your emotions and feelings, because a lot of these cases stem from people getting in their feelings, they don't know how to take rejection. They don't know how to take a loss. They don't know how to lose. And it's like as the times go on, the more people cannot accept certain type of feelings. They don't know how to deal with it. You know, back in the day, you get your heart broken, you put on a love song. You cry while you're listening to a CD. Yeah, you're gonna miss them and everything. But then guess what happens? Somebody else walks into your life, and now all of a sudden, oh, yeah, I forgot I was even with you. But no, not nowadays. Now somebody leaves you. Because that's what it sounds like almost. It sounds like maybe she broke up with him. Okay, now I'm just speculating here. This might not have been what happened, but it sounds like she probably broke up with this man. Okay, got with the new dude. The new dude's in her life, and the old one can't take it. Now I don't know if her son, because I did read the son, right? The last name, but I don't know if the son is the same, like if Jacob's the father or the new guy is maybe he's the new guy is actually the old guy. I don't know. But I don't know if any one of them is the father. Now, if you're not the kid, especially if you're not the kid's father, I mean, keep going, go about your life. But people nowadays, they don't seem or know how to keep going about their life. They just can't. They can't take rejection. They can't take these feelings. You know, you had to go and take the life of the mother, then you had to go and not only just take her life, but take the other guy that was sitting in the house, might not even had nothing to do with it. He's just sitting there being with her because he likes her, and then you walk in and do what you got to do. And now your life is ruined because what are you doing right now? Now you living on the run. I know what it's like to be on the run. Now I wasn't on the run for anything you did. No, my stuff was like more like white collar stuff. But now you really, could be considered armed and dangerous, shot at first sight type of person. And your life ain't never gonna be the same again. And the difference is when you go to prison, you ain't probably never getting out. I'm willing to bet everything I got in my pocket, you not getting out after what just happened. Unless you got some major evidence that you didn't do it. Now, like I said, this is speculation. Maybe he didn't. But when police start investigating and looking at this stuff, they look at the suspects. And the first suspects they look at was who was close to the situation. Who did she have beef with? Who did she have troubles with? And right now, all the fingers are pointing at her ex-boyfriend. But who knows? I'm going to stay close to the situation. If I find any updates, I'm going to let you know. Okay? This is Fugitive TV. Please like, subscribe, share. Okay? If you're new, welcome. If you've been coming back, thank you so much. You've been helping my channel blow up. We're almost at 20,000 subscribers. Can you believe it? For you people that was there around 2 or 1,000, like maybe 6 months ago, almost at 20,000 subscribers within the last 6-7 months. Thank you so much. Thank you for everybody who joined the membership as well. I got a video coming out soon. Fugitive TV, take care of one another. I'm out.